We have a so called pandemic on our hands. How long it's going to last, I don't know. Jobs are being jeopardized, and a lot of people are already out of work, at least in this area, because of businesses being forced to close down. And it's starting to get a little strange. And I don't see where anybody's truly calmed down yet. Like, even today, I was out and about. Actually, I'm driving home from work, and I needed to pick up a couple items from the store, and fortunately, what I had to get wasn't in the loop or the hype of the mass hysteria. Alcohol, whatever, hand sanitizer, even toilet paper still flying off the shelves. Of course, the water. I mean, I'm wondering, what are these people thinking? I mean, stockpiling. I mean, are they stockpiling to quarantine themselves? I mean, I don't know. But I do know is that if people weren't so prone to do the opposite of what was the correct thing to do, the right thing to do, the stores would be adequately supplied and everybody would have enough. But that's the real dilemma. People need to do, they're prone to do, the opposite of what's logical. But that's the way it goes, I suppose. I mean, the average person is neurotic anyway. Not only that, I mean, there's lots of depressed people in this world. They're walking around with smiles on their faces like masks, but inside they're suffering. And suffering, if you're suffering internally, that's the thing. Most people can't think straight when they're dealing with mental anguish. So that, combined with an addiction to negative news, kind of a recipe for disaster. A coworker of mine told me today, he told his wife, you need to quit watching the news. Because if you think about it, they just keep repeating and repeating and repeating this negative news and negative possibilities of what could happen, and it's hypnotic. It throws you in a trance, and then boom, before you know it, like Job said, the thing I greatly feared has come upon me. And that which I was afraid of has come to me. And when he told me that, telling his wife to stop watching the news and terrifying herself willfully, I thought about Job. So, I mean, there are ways you can be careful without being hysterical. And you don't have to panic. I mean, I think, well, people panic because they use panic as a coping mechanism. People panic for lack of faith. I mean, what other explanation do you have? Scared that imminent doom will come to you. That's what panic's about. So, that being said, a good idea would be to read the book of Job for all you Bible believers. I'm a Bible believer. I know I've had some run-ins with organized religion. I mean, but that's based upon how they interpret the Bible. Nevertheless, I am a Bible believer. And talking about this pandemic, don't be the one that ends up like Job. The thing you greatly fear comes upon you. And then what? Anyway, keep the faith. Do whatever you can do to develop real trust in God and His universal laws. Because they are designed to protect you from harm if you develop the right mentality to prevent the snare of the fowler from coming near your dwelling place. Anyway, thank you for listening. This is Dario Thomas. Join the Spiritology Television Network. Subscribe. It's on YouTube. Urge somebody to subscribe. And thank you. God bless.